After 70, do these 5 moves or risk losing your independence? Have you ever stood up from a chair and thought, wow, that was harder than it used to be? Or maybe you've gone to reach something on the top shelf and realized your balance just isn't what it once was. It's not just you, that creeping stiffness, that little wobble when you step off a curb. It happens to so many of us as we age. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to stay that way. Staying independent after 70 isn't about lifting heavy weights or running marathons. It's about being able to do the simple things. Walking to the mailbox, bending down to tie your shoes, climbing stairs without fear, carrying groceries, or even just getting out of bed with ease. These moments matter. They keep you connected to the life you love and the people around you. And believe it or not, just a few basic exercises done every week can help you hold on to those abilities longer, sometimes much longer. Now, I'm not talking about anything extreme. No sweating buckets or gym memberships required. Just practical, gentle movements that help you stay strong, steady, and confident. And today, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. 5 exercises every senior should do each week to stay independent, mobile, and energized. Let's begin with one of the most underrated but powerful movements, the sit to stand. Think about how many times a day you sit down and stand up. From the kitchen chair to the bathroom to your favorite recliner, it's constant. And yet, over time, this simple action becomes a real challenge if your leg muscles weaken. That's why practicing the sit-to-stand motion is so important. It builds strength in your thighs, hips, and core, the exact muscles that keep you mobile. Here's how to do it. Start by sitting in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Cross your arms over your chest if you can, or place your hands on your knees for support. Now slowly stand up, using as little help from your hands as possible. Then slowly sit back down with control. That's it. No equipment, no pressure. Just aim for 5 to 10 repetitions at a pace that feels right for you. Even 2 or 3 to start is better than none. Over time, this builds not only muscle strength, but also confidence. Because when you know you can get up on your own, you worry less about getting stuck. Now let's shift focus from strength to balance. One of the biggest fears after 70 isn't just getting older, it's falling. Falls are scary, and the truth is, many falls can be prevented by improving one simple skill, balance. And the best part? You can practice it in your own living room. One of the most effective ways to train your balance is the heel-to-toe walk. Picture a tightrope walker, but without the rope. Stand near a wall or countertop for support. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe. Take a step forward in that same heel-to-toe pattern. Try 10 steps, turn around and come back. You might wobble a little at first, and that's okay. That wobble is your body working to find control again. As you improve, you can try it without touching the wall, or add variations like walking backward or turning your head side to side while walking. It might sound small, but these kinds of movements are what help your brain and body communicate better. And that means fewer stumbles and more steady steps. We've talked about standing, we've talked about balance, but what about reaching, lifting, twisting? These everyday movements rely heavily on your core. That's the center of your body, your powerhouse. And no, you don't need crunches or sit-ups to strengthen it. One of the gentlest and most effective ways to wake up your core is with a movement called the seated march. It's exactly what it sounds like. Sit tall in a chair, hands resting on your thighs or at your sides, then lift one knee as if you're marching in place, just high enough to feel your belly and hip muscles engage. Lower it back down and lift the other leg. That's it. Go slowly, breathe steadily, and aim for 10 to 20 alternating lifts. You're not just moving your legs, you're strengthening the muscles that stabilize your spine, support your balance, and keep you upright when you move. And don't underestimate how much this one simple move can help. Seniors who practice core engagement regularly often report fewer aches in their lower back and better posture throughout the day. Plus, it's low impact and totally joint friendly. So by now, maybe you're noticing a theme. These exercises aren't about pushing your limits. They're about reinforcing your foundation, because when your foundation is strong, your legs, your balance, your core, you feel more confident doing all the other things you love. Whether that's gardening, walking with a friend, or just going about your daily routine without needing help. But here's the thing. None of these movements matter if you don't do them regularly. Once a month won't cut it. Twice a week is better. But even better than that, make it part of your weekly rhythm, like brushing your teeth or watering your plants. Something you do without thinking because you know how much better it makes you feel. And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Even the tiniest improvement, an easier time getting out of bed, a steadier walk to the front door, is worth celebrating. Because those little wins add up. They build strength, they build trust in your body, and most importantly, they build independence. You might be wondering, okay, I've got the sit to stand, I've been doing the heel to toe walk, and even that seated march. What else can I do that actually makes a difference? Here's something that often gets overlooked, but it's incredibly important. Flexibility. As we age, our muscles tend to tighten. It happens slowly, almost without us noticing, until one day reaching down to pick up a sock feels like a yoga pose. That's why gentle stretching should absolutely be part of your weekly routine. And you don't need to twist yourself into a pretzel to feel the benefits. Just a few minutes of mindful movement can bring back a surprising amount of ease and freedom to your body. Let's take the shoulder roll, for example. You might not think of it as exercise, but it plays a huge role in how your upper body functions, especially for things like reaching up to a shelf, brushing your hair, or even swinging your arms when you walk. Sit or stand tall, relax your arms at your sides, and slowly roll your shoulders up towards your ears, then back, then down. Imagine you're drawing big circles with your shoulders. Try doing this slowly for 10 or 15 seconds. Then reverse the direction. What's happening here isn't just physical. These kinds of movements reconnect your mind and muscles. You're reminding your body, hey, we can still move like this. We're still in control. And the more often you give yourself that reminder, the more natural these movements become again. Another great flexibility move is the gentle spinal twist. It's a simple way to maintain the ability to turn your body when someone calls your name or to check behind you when backing up in the car. While sitting in a chair, place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh, then gently turn your upper body to the left, holding for a few breaths. Don't force anything. This isn't a race. Then do the same on the other side. It's amazing how even small, slow twists like this can open up tight areas in your back and hips. And when your spine feels looser, your whole posture improves. You walk taller. You feel lighter. You carry yourself differently. Now let's talk about something even simpler, and yes, even more powerful. Walking, but not just any walking, intentional walking. The kind where you're not just moving from one place to another, but really focusing on how your body is moving. Are your feet landing smoothly? Are your shoulders relaxed? Are you breathing deeply as you walk? Walking is one of the best whole-body exercises there is, especially when done with purpose. A few brisk walks around your home, your garden, or even just back and forth along the hallway can do wonders for circulation, heart health, and mood. And if you make it a habit, even 5 to 10 minutes a day, it can significantly improve your endurance, which is a fancy word for how long you can keep doing the things you love without getting tired. One tip, walk with rhythm. Swing your arms gently. Roll through your feet as you step. Maybe even put on your favorite song and let your feet move to the beat. You're not just exercising, you're practicing independence every single step. And for those of you who feel nervous about walking due to a history of falls or dizziness, remember it's okay to start small. Hold onto a wall or counter for support if you need to. The goal isn't to walk a mile, it's to reclaim confidence in your body one step at a time. You don't need fancy gym equipment. You don't need to leave the house if you don't want to. All of this can be done right where you are, in the clothes you're wearing, on your own time. But here's something really important. How you feel during and after these movements matters just as much as the movements themselves. Are you feeling stronger, looser, more alert? That's your body giving you feedback, saying thank you, let's keep going. And even if you feel a little sore the next day, that's okay too. That's growth. Now I know some of you might be thinking, it's too late for me. or I've let myself slow down too much already. But here's the truth, it's never too late. Your body is more adaptable than you think. Muscles can still get stronger. Balance can still improve. Energy can still return. All it takes is showing up for yourself a few minutes each day. That's it. And you don't have to do it all at once. Sprinkle it throughout your week. A little balance work while brushing your teeth. A few stretches while watching TV. A seated march during your favorite show. It all adds up. Consistency is the secret, not perfection. What really matters is that you keep moving in ways that keep you moving. Because independence isn't just about avoiding a walker or staying out of a nursing home. It's about feeling good when you get out of bed. It's about opening the door to greet your grandkids with a smile and steady feet. It's about feeling in control of your own life. And trust me, there is no better feeling than knowing you can count on your body because you invested in it. There's something incredibly empowering about realizing that movement, even the gentlest kind, can become your superpower. And when you use that power week after week, it quietly rebuilds parts of you that you might have thought were long gone. Strength, balance, flexibility, and even confidence. But let's not forget one more essential piece in this puzzle. Strengthen your arms and upper body. Because independence isn't just about walking and balance. It's about opening jars, lifting groceries, carrying laundry, holding your grandchild, or even pushing yourself up from bed in the morning. These everyday actions rely on the muscles in your arms, shoulders, and chest. And one of the simplest and safest ways to keep those muscles strong? Wall push-ups. Now, before you shake your head thinking, push-ups at my age, hear me out. These are not floor push-ups. There's no need to get down on your hands and knees. All you need is a sturdy wall. Here's how you do it. Stand about an arm's length away from the wall. Place your hands flat on the surface, shoulder width apart, and keep your feet planted. Slowly bend your elbows and lean in toward the wall, keeping your body straight, then gently push back to your starting position. That's it, controlled and steady. Try doing 5 of these to start, and if it feels okay, work your way up to 10 or 15 over time. This small movement activates the muscles in your chest, shoulders, and arms, and also engages your core, and perhaps even more importantly, it's one of the safest ways to strengthen your upper body without risk to your joints. The more consistently you do it, the more you'll notice how everyday tasks begin to feel a little easier. There's something beautiful about that moment when you reach for something, your coat, a pan, a bag of groceries, and realize, hey, that didn't hurt, that felt easy. That's the quiet magic of movement. It restores your ability to do life's little tasks, the ones that bring you joy and independence, without second-guessing or needing help. And while we've been talking about exercises today, this really isn't just about working out. It's about what those movements give you. Freedom, confidence, the ability to live your life on your terms, to wake up and feel capable, steady, and strong in your own skin. So many people believe that slowing down after 70 is just part of the deal. That once you hit a certain age, the decline is inevitable. But here's the truth. Aging is natural, but decline is not mandatory. You can choose to maintain what you have. You can even improve it. One slow, steady step at a time. You don't have to move like you did at 30. You just have to move enough to keep your muscles talking to your brain, enough to keep your joints well-oiled, enough to remind your body we're still in this together. Because motion is life, and the more you give your body what it needs, gentle strength, a little stretch, a bit of balance, the more it gives back. I know it can feel overwhelming at times. There are days when energy is low, motivation dips, or pain flares up. And that's okay. You're allowed to have those days. But what matters most is that you don't let those moments decide your future. Start small, start slow, start with one exercise. Even just standing up from your chair 3 times in a row, or walking across the room with intention, or rolling your shoulders while you wait for the kettle to boil. The journey to strength and independence isn't loud. It doesn't require perfection. It happens in the quiet, consistent choices you make every day. In 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. In choosing to move, even when you don't feel like it. And every time you do, you're telling your body, I'm not done yet. And guess what? You're not done. You have more to see, more to do. More life to live and to enjoy. Whether it's traveling, gardening, cooking, playing with grandkids, or just waking up with less stiffness and more energy, movement helps make those moments possible. So if you're still with me, I want you to do one thing today. Just one. Choose one exercise from everything we've talked about and try it. No pressure to be perfect. No need to impress anyone. Just you, showing up for you. And if it goes well, do it again tomorrow. And maybe again the next day. That's how real change begins, not with one big decision, but with small, loving choices repeated again and again. You've got so much wisdom, so much strength. And now you've got a few more tools to keep your independence thriving, your body moving, and your spirit lifted. So don't stop here. Keep going, keep moving, keep choosing yourself. And if this message meant something to you, if you felt even a little more motivated or a little more hopeful, then I invite you to share your story. Let me know how the movement has helped you stay strong or what your favorite exercise is. Your story might inspire someone else watching today to get started too. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this with someone who might need a little extra encouragement to get moving. Because we're all in this together, and together we rise stronger. Here's to living your best life at any age.